A wire is 1 meter long, 0.2 millimeter in diameter and has a resistance of 10 ohm. Calculate the resistivity of the material. Okay, let's see. That means L is 1 meter. And yeah, so there are certain questions you will be getting in this resistivity topic where you need to calculate the area, fine. So don't be blank about this question, that you are not a kid that directly the variables will be given and you are sorted with just multiplying or dividing, just putting the equations, fine. You have to always be careful what data. First, always I tell, first jot down the points, then break the problem into sub problems. If you can get further information from the sub problems and you can merge them. Okay, so 0.2 millimeter in diameter. Okay, this is 1 meter, it's fine. Okay, so diameter is 0.2 millimeter, that means it's 2 by 10 millimeter. Now in order to convert into meter, what will you do? That means 1000, that means you are going to divide it by 1000, fine. So 2 by 10, again you will be doing is dividing by 1000, because we know 1 meter is what, 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. So one more 0 appended, that means 1000. So it's 2 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. So minus 4 meter. Okay, now this is by diameter, fine. Now what we have to do? We have to find out this one, radius, fine. So radius is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 2, because we know r plus r is diameter, so we will just calculate the half of it, that means it becomes 1, that means it's 10 to the minus 4 meter. What is that? Radius. Okay, now and has a resistance is how much? 10 ohm. Now we have to calculate what? The resistivity. Now resistivity is equal to R, I'm doing right only. Resistivity is equals to R into A divided by L, right? So resistance is how much? 10 ohm. Area is how much? Okay, area I have not written purposefully. I'll tell you why. First, radius is given. Okay, that means pi. I'll just write here pi r square. So 10 to the power minus 4, 2. Okay. Next is divide by, what's my length? 1 meter. Oh, why am I writing units? 1 meter, fine. Now I'll just put it, fine, 10 into 10 to the power, that means it will become 10 to the minus 8, 10 to the minus 8 it will become, and into pi as in 22 by 7, let's say, and down it's just 1, fine. So it will be what? 10 to the minus 7, so 22 by 7 into 10 to the power minus 7, fine. Now here what we can do is, instead of dividing, we can just directly, we know what's 3.14. 3.14 into 10 to the power minus 7 ohm meter, fine, because we know maths, right? So 22 by 7 is 3.14 only. So what is it? Calculate the resistivity of the material. So we have found out. Okay, so don't think there's a huge calculation or something, just put it and you will just go out of it. Okay, not to worry. So resistivity done. Yeah, so that's the reason I have not calculated the area. I can just directly put there and I can find out the values. Okay, let's go to the next question. What will be the resistance of a metal wire of length 2 meters and area of cross section as this much meter square? Okay. Okay, and if the resistivity of the metal is this much, so this time you have to calculate R. Okay, so resistivity is given as 2.8 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter, and then length is given as 2 meter, area is given as 1.55 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square, fine. Okay, length is given, area is given, resistance, it's very straightforward question, but you have to always write equation first. Okay, what's my length? 2. What's my area? 1.55 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay. Okay, fine. Now I'll just keep these factors together. 1.55, okay, into 10 to the power minus 8. If it goes up, it will become 6 plus 6. Fine. Okay, because of if I eradicate this, I will put here more 2 zeros, and if I eradicate this, I will put here -1. Okay, so now my question is becoming what? I'll just solve this side. Okay, equals to 28 into 2 into this will become what? -2 plus 2. -2 and plus 2 will become 0, and then means what I am talking about is this portion will become -2 and this is +2, and it will become just -1. Okay, so 28 into 2, and here it will be 155. Fine. So definitely we will not have any common factors as such. So we'll just try to pull it. Okay, so 8 twos are 16, 1, and you will get 46. 46 divided by 155 into 1 by 10. 1 by 10, or just you can just solve it and you will get the answer something in definitely in ohm. Fine, solve it. That's all. Okay, now next question. Which has less electrical resistance, a thin wire or a thick wire of the same length and same material? Okay, so this is a very important observation that you need to see, that is of the same length and same material. Fine. So L and this one is same. So we are talking about there is a thin wire and a thick wire where length is same. That means let's say, sorry, this is a thin wire. Okay, and this is a thick wire. Okay, I'll just make it more thick. Okay, though I'm very poor in drawing, just bear with me. I'll just try to make it a conductor. Okay, so let's say this is a very and this is a very thin wire. Okay, it's looking like a tree bark. Anyways, which has less electrical resistance, a thin wire or a thick wire? Okay, these are of the same length. So you may say, ma'am, the drawing is not perfect. Oops, sorry. Fine, no? Okay, so this is a thin wire and this is a thick wire. Now they are asking thin wire means what? This is R1 and thin wire as in R2. So we know that R1 is less than R2. From the picture it says that. Okay, now the length is same. That means L1 equals to L2. This much is okay. And they have now they are saying what? Now thin wire and thick wire. That means for area of A1 is pi R1 square and A2 is pi R2 square. That means from here we can easily say pi R1 square is definitely less than pi R square. That's the reason this is thin and this is thick. Okay. Okay, first thing. Next we know that resistance is inversely proportional to area. Fine. So if area is more, so in this case where area is more? Pi R2 square. So pi R2 square area is more. If this is more, then resistance will be less. Fine, because it's the largest. So what we'll say, which has less electrical resistance? That means the first question will be thick wire. Thick wire has less resistance. Okay, next question, what happens to the resistance as the conductor is made thinner? Obviously if it is made thinner, that means the resistance will increase, right? This I'm not writing, I know that, I just don't want to confuse. Understood? So thick wire, R will be less. That means for material, this is 2, no? Material 2 has less resistance. Fine. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you really find this videos informative and helpful, please do subscribe my channel Vigyan Jyoti, hit the like button and share it with your dear and near ones. And yes, please don't forget to comment because your feedback does matter.